So hello YouTube friends, we're going to tidy some more drawers. I've been aware that when I've been taking these drawers out, sometimes they've got a chalked, something chalked on the back, sometimes they've got something chalked on the inside of the drawer. None of these actually fit back together where the chalk's supposed to be. So I might at the end go through when I've finished everything and just check that all the drawers are in the right places. Okay then, so I'm just, we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, those 6 there. So I'm going to choose that one. No idea what's in here. Postage stamps. Lots and lots of postage stamps. Little scrap of silk. Now, this is the instruction manual for my sewing machine. So, very important. Need to keep that somewhere safe. So I'll have a somewhere safe pile. Now, in here then, I'm going to need a box. Excuse me, I've just got a rubbish bag, that'll do. And then here, this box here was the box that I was putting all the bits and pieces in that are going to a charity shop. I've made a decision, everyone. I can't send things. The postage is too expensive. It's just crazy money. And these things have no value, none. And so they're going to go to a charity shop. It seems like the best way. Because I've got things like this, you know, which is a little vintage. I actually I might quite keep that one actually. Let's see what's in this one then. Okay, what's in here? Quilting pins, white. Always handy to have. I've got pins on this shelf over here. They can just sit up there. Now, oopsie-daisy, that was a mistake. These are curtain fixings. But you know, I haven't got any curtain track that fits that particular size. So they're all going... I haven't got anything that fits that anymore. So they can go to the charity shop. I might stick them up though with a little bit of tape so that they don't come undone like they just did for me. Excuse me, bit of tape. There we go. We'll just stick this up so that doesn't happen again. Charity shop. Now, I've got a lot of tape measures. Some really tatty old ones. Some absolutely brand new, still in their packet ones. This stems back from the olden days when I used to have a little shop. That's another story for another day. Oh, look at that. A bit of sparkly. Now, I know that it's silly to keep that, but when I'm making my lovely little denim boxes, that's exactly the kind of thing that would go on those boxes there. That stuff, do I need to keep that? What this is, when I put my my big British Isles Liberty quilt into the exhibition in Birmingham, it got marked by the judges. And so I got good and excellent and some satisfactories. And it says, an unusual approach, carefully executed. And this one says, pretty colour combination. So she didn't agree that the sea shouldn't have been blue. Excuse me, Prudence. And so then she says, blends well, although there is an intrinsically painterly quality about the whole, I'm not sure I would consider it a quilt. I don't think we need to keep that. Oh, it was a quilt, all right. It wasn't a quilt, it was a wall hanging. Oh, look, there's another one here. I got some excellence here, some goods and some satisfactories. Very English, this person says. Good choice of fabrics. Great. Okay. Okay, we'll have a little think about that. Now then, so what I've got a little seam of here then is a few little novelty fabrics that, so that's what's in here, some tiny little bits of scraps. So I'm going to make a pile of scraps of, oh, there's quite a lot of them. Oh, look, here they are, look. Oh, look, lots of, oh, I know what I used to make with these. I used to make what I used to call posh girl bunting. I'm going to leave that there just now. I'll have a little think about that, because actually this drawer's full of the stuff. Sparkly little things like this. I need these. I need them. You know I do. But that's what this drawer seems to be mostly full of, is little bits and pieces like this. So that's good, because when I make some more of those little boxes, I will use these little scraps to embellish them. That's good. They can stay. Now, what's inside here? Oh, I know what this is. This is somebody who was a very good friend of my mum's, who died last year. I was really sad to hear it. She was very, very old and had been quite sick for quite a while. She gave me all sorts of bits and pieces, this lady. Kathleen, her name was. And this is a thing that she collected, and it's jay feathers. They're very pretty. And do you know something? They take up next to no room. So I'm keeping Kathleen's little tiny feathers. You can't stop me. I'm doing it. So that's another little keeping pile. Okay, so what's here? All right, so this then, a few years ago, maybe 10 or 12 years ago, something like that, I used to volunteer in a charity shop, the Oxfam shop in Hexham, just up the road. And I think she's stopped doing that now. She's settled down. Settled down. And I used to sort all the children's books. So the children's book donations would come in. I would sort them all. I would take out all the ones that had been marked or drawn in or had a jam sandwich in or whatever, or been chewed by some little kid. I'd take those out and throw those out. And then I would price up the ones that were in good condition and put them out on the shelves. So this one will have been a damaged one, and I brought home the damaged ones that still had good pages in. And I use these, so I'm keeping this, I use these for some of the paper applique, not applique, that's fabric, collage, the paper collage work that I do. In fact, when we make the journal, that is going to be a bit like my New Zealand journal, we'll be using pages like this. So I have a big set of drawers over here that these go in. So that's going to go in those drawers there. Here's some more of those paper bags that I brought back from India. I brought these back from India. They're great. They can stay. Oh, now then. I have a badge machine, which I can make badges with it out of anything at all. And for a little while I used to make these badges, which were made out of spotty fabric, and it's just called 4 spotty badges. What I'm going to do whenever I find those, because there'll be some more somewhere, I'm just going to stick, every time anyone buys anything, I'll pop one of those in with them. Possibly. Yeah, why not? Little bit of ribbon. Now I know that I've got a drawer up here that's full of ribbon, so the ribbon can go over there and get reunited with the ribbon. Charity shop, a bit of nonsense. Yeah, this is the drawer with all the little bits of sparkle in. And oh God. So again, what I used to do when I had the shop, I used to pack up little buttons. There are 20 buttons in there, there are 2 in there, 2 in there, and I used to sell those. What I might do with those then, because I have a button box that used to belong to my mum, I'll take those out of there and put them in my mum's button box. Oh look, there are loads more here, because I'm not selling these. Yeah, button box, button box, button box, button box. They can all get opened up and put in there. More badges that might end up getting sent out with things people buy. More buttons. And then, look, a very special little plastic bag full of little pieces of card. Very important. Here's a couple of needles quilting, big long quilting for doing that stuff that's called sashiko. You know, the sort of lovely running stitch on indigo fabric. I've got a place where needles live over there. Okie dokie, we're doing well. Now, the colouring poster. This again stems back from when I had a little shop that people used to call in. And these are a company called Rosy Flow. And I used to sell these, and these were the last two. So, I'll put those there with that. Let's think about this. They're lovely posters that you can colour in. Loads of fun. These are very useful things. So they can go with the very useful things. Where's that pile then? They're useful. I'll put that with the little tiny pieces of card over there. Ooh. This is a packet of sparklers that you would use on bonfire night, fireworks stuff. Okay, we'll have to have a separate place for them. Put those over there just now. This then, here we are. Now, here we go. These are all things that you make pom-poms with. Now, more badges. I don't think, mind you, as soon as I say I don't think I'm going to make pom-poms again, I will, won't I? However, there's lots of different ways of making pom-poms, and when I discovered these little things here, I stopped using these. So, because these are so quick and easy. I won't do it now, but I will make some pom-poms using these. If anyone's never seen these, I've got different sizes of these. I'll make some pom-poms and show you just how easy it is to make these rather than using these kinds of things that I've got here. Some more curtain hooks there. But I've sealed those curtain hooks up now. Some nuisance. There's a little hole at the top. You can fit them in. Pop those in there. So this is one drawer. It's taking me forever, this one drawer. Pop those curtain hooks in there. Don't need those. And if ever I do need curtain hooks in the future, they're so cheap. I can easily get some more if ever I need them, but I don't think I've got a need for them at the moment. Okay, another packet of buttons there. Some more sparkly fabric. Now, what's in here? Oh, I know what's in here. Now, what's in here then is the tiniest pieces of silk. The person who gave these to me has died now, about 5 years ago. And these are the smallest bits of silk, beautiful silk. And he bought them because he wanted some samples for something or other. I don't even know what. But anyway, they are in a little envelope that he gave me a number of years ago. It says on here, Kate, perhaps you can use these samples. Perhaps you can make use of these samples. Yes, I can. They can go with my sparkly fabric there. It's a piece of sea glass, obviously. This is one of those little wrist pin cushions that I use all the time, but I have a place for them over here. So this can go over here with the wrist pin cushions. That's where they live. I think we can afford to throw that away, don't you? Now, here are some sequins. Because this is the sort of sparkly sequiny drawer. A couple of packets of sequins. Over here, I've got boxes full of beads. The sequins can go in there. I'll just put them on top of them, and I'll do that in a minute. Oh, damn, look what I found. Loads more curtain hooks. Curtain hooks, curtain hooks. Don't need them. They can go with the other curtain hooks. Sparkly. This is a useful thing. This is a clicker. It's got a thing here, you can attach it to your belt, and it's so that you can click and count people, or you can count the rows in your knitting. It's a useful thing. Will keep you. Reset it to nothing. It's a really handy little thing. It's that kind of thing that if you get rid of it in a week's time, you need it. So I'll put that somewhere. Okay. This then is some, what's it called? Braid that I made. There's an easy way of making braid where you twist it. But I don't think I need to keep this, do I? It's handy for wrapping things up, I suppose. Okay, I'll just rationalise that. There's 2 or 3 of these. It's very easy to make. Maybe I'll make it one of these days. 3. I've got 3 of those. I used to make, whenever I needed to tie anything up or wrap anything up and I wanted to do it in a pretty way, I would make this braid out of some wool. So that then can stay in there. Doing well. These are tiny little magnets that you can stick on the back of things and make them stick to your fridge or whatever. Handy to have. Now, this is elastic, red elastic. I used to have a lot of elastic. In fact, I have a tin somewhere with elastic in. So I will reunite that with the elastic tin. This is a torch that hasn't got any batteries in. No. Do you know, I don't think I need that. That can go. Now, here's 2 little packs of silk. Always useful to have. And this is the weirdest postcard. Our 8th grade graduation dance was really far out. We spent over $160 on crepe paper, stars and decorations. There was an arched entrance with flowers, a white picket fence, a fountain with real water and a backlight. We had live music and a buffet with chicken, turkey, ham, salad, dessert and punch. We had a ball. You only graduate from the 8th grade once. Why have I got that? I have no idea. However, I collect postcards, so I'll keep that and put it with my postcard collection. It's in the wrong place. Okay, this drawer's nearly empty. Those are little pieces of metal. I don't know what they are. There's a toothbrush, which is obviously not for teeth. It's for cleaning around the back of your taps or something. Put that by the sink. And some more little labels, which can go there. And then this box here. Now, I've got some tiny little pegs. And I have a jam jar up there full of tiny little pegs. And I use the tiny little pegs when I am covering cherries with chocolate. So that needs to be reunited with that box there. And that is an empty drawer. However, the table is littered with things that need to go elsewhere. So that's some more curtain hooks that can go with the curtain hooks. All those buttons over there to go in the button tin. These little badges can go with my postage things. Right, okay, so this drawer then can be full of sparkly things. So all my sparkly material can go in there, and all my sparkle. That's what this drawer is going to be full of, sparkle. Good. So it's called B7, but it's not going back into anything that looks like, oh yes it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, B7. It is B7. So B7 can go back there then. Like that. And all of the stuff on the table here, I need to decide about.